warrants charges you with entering a bank with intent to steal. And this warrant says that you presented a note to the teller at ArrowPointe Federal Credit Union demanding all of the money in her drawer, then handed her a plastic bag to put the money in, and then took approximately $9,835 and ran away from the bank on September 24th. This entering bank with intent to steal carries up to 30 years. You're also charged with criminal conspiracy, and this warrant says that you conspired with Mr. Brantley to do this. That carries 5. So both of these are felonies. They're both tried at the Moss Justice Center in York. You know where that is. And you have to be there on your first court date, which is November 3rd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That is a Monday. Now, Mr. Catledge, you have the right to remain silent. I'm not going to ask you anything about what did or didn't happen, right? You haven't worked since 2001?
I'm applying for disability.
Who are you living with?
My mother.
Does she know you're here?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have a 6-month-old
Yes, ma'am.
who lives with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And your mom?
It's me, my mom, his mama, my stepdad.
When's the last time you were in jail?
About 2 years ago.
Are you on probation? So you could throw them out. If they're not thrown out, they're bound over for trial. Trial date at this point is set for January 13th.
I'm just pleading guilty to it.
Okay, well, I can't take a plea.
I know that.
You have to go to the circuit court. All right. All right. So you know I got to deny your bond. So you're going over to the Moss. You have a lawyer. You don't have to talk to anybody but your lawyer. And then you can decide what you want to do. All right. One of the warrants charges you with entering a bank with intent to steal. And this warrant says that you assisted James Catledge to rob the ArrowPointe Federal Credit Union at 316 Old Point School Road of $9,835 by passing a demand note. It says that you helped Catledge prepare for the robbery by writing the demand note that Catledge used, by coaching Catledge through the crime, and by receiving the majority of the stolen money afterwards, on or about September 24th. Entering a bank with intent to steal is a felony, and it carries up to 30 years. You understand the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You're also charged with criminal conspiracy. This warrant says that you conspired with James Catledge to rob the ArrowPointe Federal Credit Union. Conspiracy carries up to 5 years and $5,000 in a fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything from the detective?
Yes, Your Honor. We're just here to request a bond denial.
Yeah.
Just due to this being on probation for previous bank robberies. He has connections in North Carolina and Florida. We believe it would be a flight risk.
Yeah, I'm going to have to deny your bond, Mr. Brantley. Now, you can always appeal this to the circuit court judge, but in light of the circumstances, a bond is not appropriate. All right, you're April Marie Blackwelder?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Blackwelder, this is your bond hearing. I have to make sure you understand what you have been arrested for, charged with, what your rights are, and what you're facing. You got arrested for accessory after the fact of bank robbery, and the warrant says that you helped James Catledge to hide money that he had just stolen from the ArrowPointe Federal Credit Union. It says you did this by taking him to your uncle's residence in McConnell's, where he hid the money on the property without his uncle's knowledge. It says you then lied to law enforcement who questioned you about your knowledge of Catledge's involvement in the robbery, and that you are Catledge's girlfriend. Accessory after the fact to bank robbery carries the same sentence as bank robbery. So you're looking at up to 30 years in prison. Do you understand that?
This is her first criminal charge. She has been involved with Brantley and Catledge in planning a bank robbery for a short while now. consistently lied to us, only told bits of the truth throughout the investigation. We don't have a recommendation on the bond.
Of course, she doesn't have to talk to you at all. And you said there were some other charges that may be coming down against her?
There's possibly some other check warrants.
Check warrants?
Fraudulent.
Fraudulent check warrants. My concern is several, but one of them is that you live in Alabama, and you have a husband in Alabama and a child in Alabama.
We're getting a divorce.
But you've only been separated for 3 months? You know, if you get out on bond, you're not allowed to leave the state. All right, Blackwelder, your bonds will be $150,000. I just consider you a flight risk.